Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this regular meeting of the Poway Unified School District's Board of Education on May 20th, 2025. Please note this meeting may be recorded and broadcasted at the direction of the board, and the recording or broadcast may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. Now I invite you to stand with Lila and Yida from Del Norte High School and join me in leading the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Lila. And now for a report out of session, Clerk Plotsky.
Closed session began at 5:05. The Board of Education took the following action in closed session. For item 2.1-A, a matter of conference with legal counsel pending an existing litigation in case number ADR 04-21-2025 on a motion by O'Connor Redcliffe and seconded by Plotsky. The motion passed by 5-0. The next six items were under 2.3. For items 2.3 in public appointment, and under appointment and employment pursuant to Government Code 54957 on a motion by O'Connor Redcliffe and Doherty. The board voted to appoint Julie Goldberg as Executive Director 2, Multi-Tiered Systems of Support, MTSS.
Can you please stand if you're here? Can you please stand?
Standing.
Yay, there she is. Thank you.
And the vote was unanimous. On a motion by Tim Doherty and a second by David Chang, the board voted Kristen Williams as principal at Highland Ranch Elementary. And the vote was unanimous. On a motion by Tim Doherty and seconded by David Chang, the board voted Jenny Jansen as principal at Del Sur Elementary School. On a motion by Heather Plotsky and a second by Michelle O'Connor Redcliffe, the board voted to appoint Matthew Hunt as the principal at Midland Elementary School. On a motion by Heather Plotsky and a second by Michelle O'Connor Redcliffe, the board voted Angela Pimentel as principal at Meadowbrook Middle School. On a motion by Ginger Couverette and a second by Tim Doherty, the board voted to appoint Dr. Jonathan Pinlera as principal at Poway High School. And so forth. Item 2.4. In the matter of conference with legal counsel pending and existing litigations, case number OAH 2025-0401-98 on a motion by David Chang and a second by Michelle O'Connor Redcliffe, the board voted to uphold the superintendent's or designee's determination on a complaint under the board policy and administration regulation 4030 without a hearing by a vote roll call. Member Chang voted yes. Couverette voted yes. Doherty voted yes. O'Connor Redcliffe voted yes. And Plotsky voted yes. There are no other reportable action taken out of closed session. Closed session ended at 5:52.
Thank you, Clerk Plotsky. I appreciate that. And now we move to members in attendance. We have everybody here. And now for our welcome to the public, Ms. Kylie.
Welcome to the monthly meeting of the Board of Education. If you would like to address the board, please complete a speaker slip. If the item you would like to speak about is an agenda item, please submit a pink speaker slip and indicate the agenda item number. If you would like to address the board on a non-agendized item, please submit a white speaker slip. All speaker slips must be submitted to the clerk of the board before the agenda item comes up. If your topic is on an agenda item, you will be called to the speaker table when the agenda item is reached. Each speaker is allotted 3 minutes, and each agenda topic is limited to 20 minutes. If your topic is a non-agenda item, you will be called to the speaker table during agenda item 4.2, public comments. Each speaker is allotted 3 minutes with a total of 30 minutes unless waived by the board president. Speakers may only speak on one topic under item 4.2 and may not defer their speaking time to another individual. If there are concerns regarding specific individuals, it is preferred that the speaker refrain from naming them publicly to respect their privacy. The board will accept and review any written materials that would provide more specific information. The Brown Act does not permit board action or extended discussion of any item not on the agenda, but your concerns will be referred to staff. With that said, welcome and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ms. Kylie. We now move to the approval of the agenda sequence. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
A motion by Ms. O'Connor Radcliffe. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Ms. Plotsky. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries 6-0. Next to the special part, one of the favorites is the student board representatives. If we could have Ms. Lila Iñita come back up, please, that would be great. Oh, from Del Norte High School, if you didn't notice her shirt.
Good evening, members of the board, faculty, and community members. My name is Lila Yeti, and I'm here with a quick update on all the exciting things happening at Del Norte High School. We've just wrapped up AP testing, which is a huge milestone for many of our students. At Del Norte, we offered 3,200 plus AP exams this year. Seniors are getting ready to finish out their final weeks of high school and enjoying fun activities like the Next Chapter Spirit Day and Grad Night. Spring sports are coming to a close, and we're proud to share that our girls' track team just won the first CIF title in school history. It's an incredible achievement and a great way to end the season. Baseball and softball are also competing in the CIF Open Division beginning this week. Some members of our swim team just raced to the state meet and represented Del Norte well, including Julian Russo, who finished second in the 500 yards freestyle. Our badminton team also placed second in Division I CIF, with Pardian Gouda winning the CIF championship in boys singles, and Mahir Taha and Meghna Nishant winning the CIF mixed doubles championship. In other highlights, we recently had our prom at SeaWorlds, and it was record-breaking. With 1,030 tickets sold, it was the second highest attendance in our school's history. Despite some rain, the venue, energy, and the turnout made it a night to remember. Our band has their last concert coming up this Thursday and Friday. As always, they continue to impress us with their dedication and talent. A few weeks ago, we had our annual Kindness Week, and we held different lunchtime activities focused on spreading friendship and positivity around campus. It was a great reminder of how small actions can make a big impact. On Thursday, Del Norte will be hosting its final unified PE event of the year. A track meet will be held with schools from across San Diego County. This is our first track event, and the athletes have been training hard. This week, the South Asian Culture Show, SACS, is taking the stage. Students have been working hard to prepare, and we're excited to see such a vibrant celebration of culture and community. As always, any and all board members are openly invited to our upcoming concerts and events. And finally, we just wrapped up Staff Appreciation Week. This year's theme was superheroes, and it couldn't be more fitting. We're so grateful for everything our teachers and staff do, and it was great to have a chance to celebrate them in a fun and meaningful way. Thank you for your continued support of our school and students and the opportunity to share about the recent events at Del Norte.
Next up from Abraxas High School is Arnaldo Rodriguez.
Hello, my name is Arnoldo Rodriguez. Thank you for allowing me to present to you on this evening on behalf of Abraxas High School. We have two programs at Abraxas, the Diploma Program and the Adult Transition Program. I am a student in the Diploma Program. Students participating in the PUSD Adult Transition Program are coming to the close of their job site assignments. They have been developing a variety of vocational and independent skills at over 30 locations in the community and on the Abraxas High School campus. Our student-run businesses in the Adult Transition Program have been set up and running strong this year, thanks to your support and of our amazing parents and Abraxas staff. They include The Blend, a paint and sip business, Cinebraxis, a movie theater business, Waco Taco, a buffet-style restaurant, and Sweet 16 ice cream and sweet shop. These businesses are open to several times per semester. Students work hard to do the research, planning, and budgeting and preparation for these projects. In February, in honor of Valentine's Day, The Blend served 3 newly designed drinks, Matcha Love, Berry Baby, and It Takes Two to Tango. Waco Taco offers customers 3 taco options, a variety of sides and homemade churros, and other stuff. Sweet 16 Ice Cream and Sweet Shop makes and serves homemade ice cream, along with other treats. Weekly career presentations continue for our Abraxas Diploma Program students by professionals in a variety of industries. Recent presentations have featured careers in medical fields and the innovative automotive trades, including the culinary arts as well. Students will be going on tours of both Palomar and Miramar community colleges in the coming months. The Abraxas Garden continues to produce and donate food to families in need. It now has surpassed the 30,000-pound mark in donated produce. On February 27th, the Abraxas Garden had opened for the first time a farm stand, a monthly farm fundraiser in which the adult transition and diploma students and staff work together to sell produce to the greater community from our Abraxas Garden, while also learning how to run a small business. We are open to the public the last Thursday of each month. And at the May 10th Abraxas Garden Open House, the community showed incredible support for our school programs. Over 300 plants and 200 pints of salsa made by our culinary students were sold, raising much-needed funds for both the garden and the culinary program. Additionally, 2 fortunate donors took home beautifully crafted planters boxes, a testament to the skills of our agricultural students. The proceeds from this successful event will be allocated towards essential supplies, including seeds, fertilizer, and fish food for the garden, as well as equipment and materials for the culinary program. We are grateful to everyone who contributed to making this event a success, demonstrating once again the strong community spirit that supports our students' educational and hands-on learning experiences. Our SAVE Save Promise Club hosted Spirit Week the week of May 5th to May 10th. With daily participating prizes for students and staff. The club is currently planning an all-campus end-of-year picnic and games on Wednesday, June 11th, with extra support from our awesome staff. On a personal note, I would like to share the important role Abraxas has played in my life. Before I transferred to Abraxas, I barely made it to school about 2 days a week. My GPA was a very low and sad 0.87. Lucky for me, Abraxas is a school that doesn't focus on who you have been, but who you are becoming. The school garden at Abraxas that I just spoke about is one of those becoming places. The lovely people who work that program, Bob Ludekin and Courtney Merritt, have showed a lot of love to the students and to the program that they run. Working in the Abraxas Garden has inspired me to come to school every day and put out my very best effort. This regular attendance has resulted in my catching up on credits, and I am proud to say that I will be graduating with my peers this June. Thank you.
Told you this was a special part of the meeting. Wow, thank you for sharing that. Now I have a fantastic trio from Willow Grove Elementary School. I have SMA Kwasma, Noah Lenatok, and Sienna Radoff. If you guys can come up, that'd be great.
Good evening. My name is Sienna Radoff, and I'm a fourth grade student council representative at Willow Grove Elementary. We are proud to be a vibrant, compassionate, and high-achieving school community where every student has the opportunity to thrive. We are a no place for hate school, committed to fostering an inclusive and respectful environment where all students feel valued and safe. We stand up against bullying and promote kindness and respect across our campus. Willow Grove has recently been awarded the distinction of a California PBIS recognized school, honored for our efforts in promoting positive behavior and supporting the social and emotional development of our students. As proud Grizzlies, we live by the motto of being possum, which means we practice self-control, act with kindness, work with integrity, and show respect. These principles are not just words on a wall. They are part of our school culture and our core values guide to everything we do, from the classrooms to the playground and beyond.
Hello, my name is Noah Lennotok, and I'm a fifth grade student council representative. Willow Grove is not only a place of kindness and fun, but it's also a hub of academic excellence and creativity. Our students participate in a variety of enrichment programs, including Math and Science Olympiad teams, where students challenge themselves with complex real-world problems. We also have 3 Odyssey of the Mind teams, where imagination and teamwork come together to solve creative challenges. We're especially proud that one of our Odyssey teams will be traveling to Michigan this May to compete in the World Finals. This is a remarkable achievement. Our student council goes beyond planning spirit days and leading Friday flag assemblies. We are leaders of kindness. This year, we spearheaded several impactful service projects, including a food drive for the San Diego Food Bank. We also did a school-wide card-making project to bring joy to the senior citizens and veterans. The cards were delivered to senior living facilities and veterans hospitals throughout San Diego. We even took a field trip to a local senior center to spread kindness and hand-deliver the cards.
Hello. Hello, my name is Esme Quaresma, and I'm a 5th grade student council representative. This year, our PTA and foundation supported many wonderful programs at Willow Grove, including Family Movie Night, Red Ribbon Week, Cultural Night, STEAM Night, a family dance, and an art show. At Willow Grove, we are not just learning. We are growing into responsible, compassionate, and empowered individuals. On behalf of all the students at Willow Grove, we want to thank our exceptional staff, teachers, and parents for supporting our school. Together, we are Possum.
Well done, everyone. And if you guys would like to leave, now is a good time, unless you want to stay for the next 2 or 3 hours. Yep. All right. We'll go ahead and go down to 4.2, the public comments and non-agendized items. Individuals wishing to address the board regarding an item on the agenda or items of specific concern may do so at this time. A couple of reminders, as we have many newcomers to tonight's board meeting. Public speakers must fill out a speaker slip with your complete name as well as the subject topic you wish to speak on, and submit it to Ms. Anderson before the agenda item is called. The board reserves the right to group speakers on the same topic together. Speaking time is limited to 3 minutes per speaker with a maximum 30 minutes unless waived by the board president. This is due to the necessity to conduct district business in an orderly and efficient manner. Thus, submitting a card does not guarantee that you will be able to speak. although all cards submitted will be retained as public record. Members of the public with the same viewpoint may select a few individuals to address the board on behalf of that viewpoint. We would like to remind you that if there are concerns regarding specific individuals, it is preferred that the speaker refrain from naming them publicly and the appropriate complaint process be obtained by Ms. Anderson. The board will not allow any disturbance or willful interruption that disrupts the business of the board. We have a practice and expectation to continue conducting our meetings with decorum, respect, and civility. And with that, Clerk Plosky, do we have any public comments?
We do. We have 6. Stuart Cook.
I read a May 7th email from a Mount Carmel history teacher. The teacher was concerned that special needs kids would be negatively impacted by staff and support layoffs caused by financial mismanagement of the district. It got me wondering, will those special needs kids get belonging? Will they get equity, inclusion? They may be losing teachers and support staff that were supposedly helping them. How about social emotional learning? What do we think those special needs kids' emotional states will be if the teachers and support that were helping them are not there anymore? But Churchill promised us belonging, and Radcliffe promised us last June that all families in this district will get belonging. And we were going to ramp up DEI and SEL to do it. Fast forward a couple of months, and that ramping up of programs turned into terminating employees and reducing programs. But if we're not able to ramp up these programs like you said we needed to do in order to receive belonging, how will we get the belonging you said we were going to get? And how would we know if we received belonging or DEI, because there are no objective measures to show how these programs benefit our children's academic performance or mental health or anything else? In truth, the district knows these SEL, DEI, and belonging programs are useless, because the minute that the money got tight, those were the very first programs to be cut. But these programs were used by our senior school board members to virtue signal, wasting money and resources, and because of that, this money is gone forever. And no matter how many layoffs there are, that money is gone. Think of ethnic studies. It's dangerous, teaches hate, and it's not even mandated yet. But our virtue signaling school district couldn't help themselves. They started classes several years ago. Why would we waste our money and resources doing that? Why wouldn't we save our money and use that money for special needs kids like the history teacher was advocating for? Sorry to that Mount Carmel history teacher, but that money can never be used for special needs children because they don't represent a large enough virtue signal to feed the narcissism of the individuals previously mentioned. I recommend, rather than wasting our money on nonsense ideological programs, that we only implement programs and classes that can be objectively measured. Otherwise, we continue with runaway waste, and we won't have all the resources needed for special needs and other important programs.
Lenise Seacrest.
Last year, a very expensive facilities prioritization and community survey revealed the community's lack of fiscal trust in PUSD following news of a multi-year budget deficit and leadership turmoil. Facing a budget crisis in which the goalpost has already been pushed out further, it looks like the board has received another reality check with this very expensive April 11th Fiscal Crisis and Management Assistant Team Report that reviewed business support services, personnel commission, and personnel support services operations, processes, and procedures. The report and recommendations for improved efficiency were posted on the Fiscal Crisis Management website, but not on the PUSD website. According to page 2 of the appendix Appendix A study agreement, the district can request a board presentation. I hope that has been scheduled along with a district update on improvements. A lot of the 51-page report was not surprising to me. Flaws with internal oversight on high-ranking administrators has been evident to the public for a while. So it should not be a surprise to the trustees who've been sitting on the dais for years. I could swear I've heard Director Rebecca Lee bring up some of the inefficiencies and roadblocks noted in this report in the last 2 Personnel Commission presentations to the board. I've also heard board members ask the same questions after those presentations. I've been to enough board meetings, heard enough public comments, and had enough personal experiences with district staff and trustees to realize there's a serious lack of communication between departments. And I stand behind those staff who have described a stay-in-your-lane management mentality and a culture of separation. Ironically, district leadership has been talking about a sense of belonging for years. When you eventually make this report available on your website, please consider making it visible. Right now, a special education fiscal crisis management report done in 2017 is filed under a subtitle, strangely labeled Odds and Ends. For Team PUSD accountability, please consider requesting a follow-up review at no additional cost, noted in the study agreement. Thank you.
Rochelle Babler.
Good evening. My name is Rochelle Babler, and I'm a PUSD parent and advocate, and I'm here to address the Garnier versus O'Connor-Ratcliffe case, a Ninth Circuit ruling from May 14, 2025, that carries serious financial and constitutional lessons for our district, along with other legal cases that have taken a hard hit on our finances. In the Garnier versus O'Connor-Ratcliffe case, 2 PUSD board members blocked parents on social media for critical comments about district decisions. The court ruled that these social media pages used for official business, PUSD business, were public forums. Blocking the parents was viewpoint discrimination, a clear violation of their First Amendment rights. This ruling underscores that school officials must respect free speech, especially when engaging constituents online. Violating these rights undermines trust and silences our community. Financially, the impact on PUSD is significant. The parents only received $1 each in nominal damages, but are entitled to attorney fees, which could reach hundreds of thousands of dollars, given the case's multi-year span, including a Supreme Court review. PUSD also incurred substantial costs defending the board members. These funds, drawn from our budget, could have supported classrooms, teachers, student programs, and positions. Future lawsuits or policy changes to prevent similar violations could add to this burden. With PUSD's multi-million-dollar budget deficit, we must act to protect our district. I urge the board to implement clear social media policies and mandatory First Amendment training. Respecting free speech is not just a legal duty, it's a commitment to our community and a lesson for our students about democracy. Then there was a superintendent scandal. At a recent board meeting, I listened to senior board members justify upcoming layoffs, citing budget constraints, we need kids in their seats, etc. So I'm here to remind those 3 board members that your decisions in the superintendent scandal and related lawsuits cost PUSD significantly. Had trustees O'Connor, Couvret, and Plotsky promptly addressed the initial formal complaints supported by substantial evidence, these costly legal battles could have been entirely avoided. Instead, their inaction shielded a wrongdoer, a bully, whose harmful actions affected nearly a dozen students and families while placing significant strain on PUSD's financial resources. The ongoing lawsuits have depleted funds that could have preserved jobs now at risk for elimination. Moving forward, do the right thing and accept responsibility for your roles in this matter and refrain from deflecting accountability for the mess we are in when addressing individuals impacted with their job loss. This was a hard lesson for public servants that had irreversible damage. Let's please prioritize First Amendment rights and ensure our resources stay where they belong, with integrity, ethics, protecting our students, taxpayers, and district. Thank you.
George Kemet. Hopefully I got that right. Okay.
Good evening. My name is George Camage, and for the past 2 years, it has been an honor to be the Westview Parent Representative on the Poway Unified District Advisory Committee. As part of my efforts on the committee during the past year, I've been working to resolve an issue in the LCAP. The issue specifically relates to high school student access to off-site CTE classes. For example, Westview students attending auto tech classes at Mount Carmel. Currently, the procedures in place do not support the board's vision of open access for all Poway Unified students to CTE classes, as advertised on the Poway Unified website, in the LCAP, and in other public-facing documents. And having worked directly with school and district personnel on this issue for the past year, I now believe that board intervention is necessary to resolve the issue. I don't have data on the scope of the issue at other district schools. However, over the previous 5 years, a total of 41 Westview students have requested taking CTE classes at other district schools. Of that 41, only 5 requests were approved. Those numbers currently are about to get worse. At this point, 0 of 12 requests have been granted by the host schools for the upcoming school year. While the CTE programs in Poway Unified are tremendous, it is incredibly frustrating for Westview students and administrators to see these programs, while also knowing the students have very little hope of participating. Westview administrators fully support students participating in these programs, but are powerless to compel the host schools to approve requests. And everyone I worked with at the district level agrees, yet the problem remains unresolved. While it may not seem as vital an issue compared to budget deficits and personnel cuts, it means everything to these 12 students impacted right now. Students whose dreams include becoming an auto technician, a firefighter, or an EMT. Please, for the sake of these 12 students and future students, demand more from the superintendent and his staff today. Thank you.
Sama, oh, come on up. Because I do not want to really brutal that name. Can you please pronounce it for me, though, for that? Okay, thank you.
I'm not speaking.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sama Abdelghani, and I'm an exchange student from Egypt. I can't believe my exchange year is already ending. It feels like it went so fast. When I first came here, I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect. And everything was so new. But from the first day, everyone at Rancho Bernardo High School was so kind and welcoming. Thank you for making me feel like I belonged. This year has been really special for me. I've learned so much, inside and outside of the classroom. I've seen new ways of thinking, and I've learned a lot about the American culture. I now understand how different but similar we are. It's been amazing to be part of this community. One of the best parts of my year was joining the swim team. I made great friends, learned how to push myself, and had so much fun at practices and meetings. Being part of this team made me feel like I was truly part of something. I also discovered a new passion, filmmaking. I didn't know how much I would love and enjoy telling stories throughout films. But now it's something I really love and want to keep doing it in the future. Thank you again to RBHS and the community there for making such a lasting impression on my mind and heart in a short time I've been here. This exchange program through AFS Culture Exchange gave me the chance to grow, to learn, and to see the world in a new way. I think this program like this are so important. They bring people together, build understanding, and show us how connected we all are, no matter where we came from. On behalf of AFS and the Department of State, we would like to honor RBHS with the Certificate of Appreciation as the Midland Member School, as the school that promotes global understanding and international relations. To my teachers, friends, host family, and everyone here, thank you so much. You've made this year unforgettable, and I will always be grateful for everything I've experienced here. Thank you.
Frank Shu.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, congratulations to all new principals today. And I believe you have your hearts and mind ready to serve and love your students. So I also want to use this opportunity to bring to the board awareness that we at least have 6 or 7 schools that's already had principal turnovers in this year. Tierra Bonita, Del Sur, Rolling Hills, Midland, Meadowbrook, and Poway High. And my list is definitely not complete, I believe. There are only 2 schools that haven't had a principal turnover in the past 5 years. So in past 5 years, only 2 schools didn't have principal turnover. And you know what? The boy who just impressed us is from Abercus High School. And that is one of the 2 schools didn't have principal turnover in the past 5 years. So that proves that the administrative stability is very critical to student success. And it also makes me wonder what's the criteria for the school district leadership to promote someone to the principal positions. And I urge the board to think about policies to evaluate the position of principals so that you can make sure the student success and their well-being is on the focus of the school district. Thank you.
That's all of them.
Thank you. That moves us to 4.3, Classified Employees of the Year. Dr. Churchill.
Okay, thank you. The next 3 items are going to kind of happen here in a row. It's my honor to present for board recognition our PUSD Classified Employees of the Year, Teachers of the Year, and Volunteers of the Year. These employees and volunteers represent the highest caliber of Team PUSD, working on behalf of our students. Several of us paid them surprise visits at their sites to announce the news, and I'm really excited that they're here tonight to receive their plaques and be honored by the board. We will ask each honoree to come up individually when their name is called. I'm going to turn it over to Cabinet, who are going to read the names. President Couvret and I will come out front here and present the awards. And then I would encourage site supervisors, family, colleagues, district leadership, anyone who is here to support these folks, feel free to come on up with them as well. So I'm going to hand it off, I believe, to Mr. Dill. We'll head out to the front.
Okay. I'll give you half a minute to get up front.
He doesn't have tennies on.
Okay, we're going to start with Classified Employees of the Year. Our first honoree is Sarah Cockrell, who is an executive assistant. All right. You guys got to the applause before my pause for applause is in my script here. Sarah Cockrell, who is an executive assistant in the Career Technical Adult and Alternative Education Department. With nearly a decade of service at PUSD, Sarah is widely respected for her exceptional organizational skills, initiative, and problem-solving abilities. Whether leading department-wide meetings, training new employees, or developing systems for efficiency, she consistently goes beyond expectations. She is highly sought after for her expertise in multiple software platforms, helping colleagues streamline their work and improve productivity. Sarah is known for her collaborative spirit, strong communication skills, and ability to anticipate challenges before they arise, making her a trusted leader in the district. Congratulations. All right. Are you ready, Dr. Churchill? Okay. Next is Rick Daines, school bus driver with PUSD Transportation Department. Rick Daines is more than a bus driver. He is a mentor, role model, and positive influence for PUSD students. His friendly demeanor, reliability, and ability to build relationships with students and staff make him a standout member of the district's classified staff. Rick ensures that every student who steps onto his bus feels safe and valued. Rick also goes above and beyond to support the PUSD community. As an accomplished author and motivational speaker, Rick shares his personal experience as the father of children with disabilities to help ensure that students with special needs receive extra care. Congratulations. And our next classified employee of the year is Laura Upson, an educational program specialist for youth in transition in the Learning Support Services Department. Laura has dedicated her career to supporting students experiencing homelessness through the Youth in Transition program. She currently coordinates support for over 300 students across multiple sites, ensuring that they receive essential resources such as transportation, academic support, and community services. Laura's impact reaches far beyond school walls. She's played a critical role in building partnerships with local organizations to support students, organizing district-wide grab-and-go events for families, and representing PUSD at local, state, and national education conferences. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of our 2025 PUSD Classified Employees of the Year.
All right, and now it is my honor to recognize our Teachers of the Year. And we'll get started with Carissa Jones Fletcher, a physical education teacher at Poway High School. All right. Yes, I'll go ahead and read it. With 12 years of teaching experience, Carissa has redefined physical education by focusing on inclusion, relationships, and student growth. As a champion of unified sports, she has created a welcoming environment where students with and without disabilities compete together, fostering a school culture of belonging and teamwork. She played a key role in launching Poway High School's first ever unified sports soccer tournament, securing community sponsorships, and involving students from multiple disciplines to promote inclusivity beyond the gym. Whether coaching basketball, teaching freshman PE, or mentoring student athletes, Carissa instills confidence, perseverance, and a love for movement in her students. Our next Teacher of the Year is Chris Coriat, an extensive needs support teacher at Bernardo Heights Middle School. An inspirational educator of 11 years, Chris is passionate about making education engaging, accessible, and relevant for all students. He brings learning to life through hands-on experiments, inquiry-based learning, and real-world applications that spark curiosity in his students. His impact extends beyond the classroom through the Best Buddies program. The program is full of many life-changing moments for students to form friendships and transform school culture. Through his dedication to interactive and inclusive education, Chris continues to inspire the next generation of compassionate innovators. And next we have Alyssa Roscoe, elementary teacher at Midland Elementary School. As a dedicated kindergarten teacher, Alyssa is known for her student-centered teaching style, which encourages curiosity, creativity, and engagement in the classroom. Alyssa's teaching philosophy centers around creating a safe and inclusive space where students are encouraged to explore, create, and learn without the fear of making mistakes. Her classroom is a vibrant hub of activity where hands-on learning and technology are seamlessly integrated to support each child's unique developmental journey. Beyond the classroom, Alyssa is deeply committed to connecting her students with the wider community and annual projects that address community issues like pollution, wildfires, and illness. Congratulations to all of our 2025 PUSD Teachers of the Year.
And now it's my honor to recognize our Volunteers of the Year. We'll start with Annie Chin Ah Young, a volunteer at Park Village Elementary School. Annie has been a significant contributor to the Park Village community for the past 2 years. Annie's tireless efforts and innovative ideas helped revitalize the Parent-Teacher Association and transformed it into a thriving group that embodies a collaborative spirit with all members. She has also successfully brought back many STEAM-centered after-school clubs and campus-wide initiatives. Most notably, she brought the first LEGO League back to Park Village, and their teams not only competed, but won first and second place in the recent competitions. Congratulations, Annie. Next, we have Joe Rukai, a volunteer at Shoal Creek Elementary School. Joe is a staple part of the school community, not only as a volunteer, but also as a coach and parent. Throughout his time at the school, Joe's contributions have created a stronger, more inclusive, and engaging environment for students, staff, and families. This year, Joe created the Shoal Creek Dads Crew, an initiative designed to encourage greater involvement from fathers and male role models. Joe dedicates his weekends to campus cleanup day, pulling weeds, power washing hallways, picking up trash, and more. He is a key player in organizing and executing annual campus-wide events and always creates a memorable experience for Shoal Creek's community, that is. Congratulations, Joe. Finally, we have Meja Sentil, a volunteer at Mesa Verde Middle School. Meja has devoted a considerable amount of time and effort to the beautification of Mesa Verde's campus. These efforts include leading students to design art and paint on the cafeteria columns, as well as collaborating with community organizations to create a beautiful mural installation on campus representing local plants and animals. This mural coincided with a new initiative Meja coordinated called Nature Immersion. Meja's unwavering dedication to the community has left a lasting positive impact on the school. Her innovative ideas, tireless commitment make her an irreplaceable part of Mesa Verde. Congratulations, Meja, and congratulations to all of our 2025 PUSD Volunteers of the Year. We thank you for your selfless dedication to our schools, our programs, and our students.
Now we're to 4.6, the appointment of student board member to serve during the 2025-2026 school year. Dr. Churchill.
All right, thank you. In accordance with Board Bylaw 9150, tonight I'll ask the board to approve the recommendation of the board's subcommittee to appoint Leanne Fan from Westview High School as the student board member for 25-26 school year. The subcommittee met on April 22nd and April 24th to interview and considered finalists from all of our high schools. And truly, it was a very difficult decision because of the high caliber of the applicants. But Leanne really stood out through her application, her experience, and her interview. Her passion and dedication for serving students and improving how her school and the district meet students' needs is inspiring. We know she'll do an excellent job. Leanne's term of office will be her senior year, starting with the August 2025 board meeting and concluding with the June 2026 meeting. At this time, I'd ask the board to approve Leanne Fan's appointment.
Do I have a motion to approve? All right.
Motion to approve?
Mr. Dockery made the motion, and second is?
Give it to our student board member.
Oh, okay.
I second.
Fantastic. All those in favor?
Aye.
It was unanimous, 6-0. So welcome aboard. Look forward to meeting you.
Could I
Can you
just say?
stand up so we can applaud?
Could I say a quick word? It was a pleasure sitting on that committee. Thanks, Josue and Wendy, for putting all that together. And it was just to all the applicants and finalists that didn't make it, just phenomenal resumes, and what a pleasure it was to see the bright young students that are coming through this program. It's amazing. So kudos to all you that made the finalists, and congratulations.